Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey! Hey people, hey everyone. Welcome to another Words Productions. Today I'm reviewing Hunter x Hunter 350. I'm reviewing it in the future. I'm predicting it. All right, so it's a Hunter x Hunter 350 prediction video. Okay, guys. You guys already know I'm taking over the YouTube game, right? I'm taking over the ramen game next, guys. All right. So you'll see me on YouTube, but I got that fresh top ramen up next. I'm on deck. Okay. So I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready for a 350, a Hunter x Hunter 350 predictions. All right, let's get into it. Let's dive right in. Now, the first thing that we gotta talk about is how Hunter x Hunter went on a huge ass break a year and a half or something, and also that I just read it all a month ago. I read every chapter one sitting one month ago, and so it's fresh in my mind. It's all fresh. It's in there. And I did make a Hunter x Hunter 1 to 349 chapter roll. I just laid out all my thoughts immediately, concisely, cleanly. So that I'm not gonna talk about the series. I have that. It's in my 1 to 349 chapter analysis, guys. Come on, guys. But I'm going to talk about what's going to happen in 350, and then also obviously going beyond, because again, Hunter x Hunter was on a dank ass break. So I read 348 literally 10 minutes ago, and first things first, we got to talk about the characters, the new characters, the 14 princes of the king who died. Right? Personally, I believe most of them are going to be fodder. Right? I don't know. You can't just introduce 14 characters without, and I mean these aren't characters that have fighting experience. These aren't hunters. These are just princes. Maybe some of them have. I think some of them will be fodder. The one guy we've seen who is psychotic. He's skinned a girl or something. I don't know. He collects the Sharingan eyes from the Kuroki clan. I think he may be a threat, right? And honestly, he probably will be. And he's probably gonna fight. I mean, he's probably gonna fight Gintoki, right? And actually, I personally, for him, I believe that character will not be killed off. I think he's going to be a recurring character in the Dark Continent. Another thing we gotta talk about is Beyond. And guys, I don't mean Beyond chapter 350. I mean the character Beyond, Old Man Sun. I'm not sure what Beyond's gonna do. How powerful is Beyond also? That's another thing I'm looking at. Guys, I think it's so important we need to talk about the power levels, because characters we've seen on the God power level, the king who was on an exceptional power level, and then Gon's God form, right? Gon's adult form. Maybe, I don't know. And then a ton of question marks. And I'll list those question marks. Gin, we don't know how powerful Gin is. We've seen the king's bodyguards, the old man Netedo, Killua, obviously, more members of the Zoldyck family, such as Silva Zoldyck, Irumi Zoldyck, and then obviously Zeno, Zig, and Maha Zoldyck. How powerful are these characters? We don't know. We do know Zig and Maha are potentially this very powerful characters. The reason I bring up all these power levels is because it was said that Netedo was the most powerful human on Earth, right? In his past, though, at one point in time, currently he's not on that power level because he got older, and that's when he fought the king, and when he beat the king, it's sort of a suicide attack. But whole point is he arguably was not the most powerful human when he fought the king, and so these are the other characters I mentioned that they're question marks. Plus, even if he is known as the most powerful person on Earth, it doesn't actually mean Hunter x Hunter. So, and the other reason I bring this up is because we need to know these power levels for the Dark Continent arc, because the king, it's assumed that the king, the Chimera ants came from the Dark Continent, and then I wonder, are they an average enemy in the Dark Continent? Underpowered? Are they overpowered? We don't know. If they are assumed average, and they absolutely will be more powerful foes, right? But even if they're just assumed average, there need to be much stronger characters than Netero when he fought the king. So none of those characters are listed, and obviously characters will receive powers. Like Hisoga is another example. I think who's a question mark. How powerful is he? And I do believe he will receive even more power ups in the future to put him on a level, because we've seen God form Gon, and I think that is the hallmark of power, and Killua I think will try to achieve that power level also. Another thing I want to talk about is what is Parasin's role in this coming arc. Is Parasin a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I mean, he was fronted as a bad guy at the start, right, of the Dark Continent arc, but he didn't really do anything bad. And honestly, to me, it seems more like instead of a bad guy, he just wants to explore the Dark Continent. I mean, it's human nature, guys. Stephen Hawking, it's in the Facebook media. Stephen Hawking wanted to send a mission to find other life in the universe. I mean, it's just human nature. Like, I don't think what person's doing is particularly evil or bad. If anyone's evil, it's one of the princes, and it's particularly the guy who has the eyes. The Phantom Brigade's another question mark comes up. How powerful are they? Will they receive power-ups? I also wanted to talk about, and this is going to be very important, the main villain, at least for this arc, but I want to say the main villain for larger Hunter x Hunter scope, but at least for this arc, because it seems like for the larger Hunter x Hunter scope, there is not going to be one major villain. Hunter x Hunter seems more of a series about exploration and environmental, good stuff like that, like kind of like Toriko. In contrast to something like Bleach or Naruto, where in Bleach is very clear cut. There's an antagonist, and we need to destroy him. Or in Hunter x Hunter, it's more about. I mean, even the Chimera Ant arc, even the King, he wasn't really an antagonist. He was just doing what he was born to do. Like, and actually, one of the reasons I think Hunter x Hunter is so great, and that arc specifically was so great, guys, because what the King was doing is no different than what humans do. So was it even right for Netero and people to stop him on the pretense that what he was doing is evil? So I could talk about the Chimera Ant arc all day. I thought it was one of the greatest arcs of all time. Honestly, it was legit one of the greatest arcs ever, right? But we're going to the Dark Continent arc, and people have been suggesting the Dark Continent arc will be as good as the Chimera Ant arc, and I'd really like to see it. And it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big long one. I expect Hunter x Hunter to go on and on for a long time, and up until and I'm really excited because I've never actually read Hunter x Hunter weekly, so I'm actually really excited for both the new arc, the series overall, and I think Hunter x Hunter is going to change dramatically coming out of the recent hiatus and going into the Dark Continent. The last thing I want to talk about is how big is the Dark Continent? How small is the Earth? Because, and I did talk about this before, we see a similar thing in Toriko where the world, the Earth they live on is one of the 8 continents. But in Hunter x Hunter, it looks more like the Earth that they live in isn't really a continent at all. It's more like a rock, and an ocean, which is crazy. It really blows my mind. How far does Togashi push Hunter x Hunter? How far does he push the power levels and the exploration? We don't know, but it does seem like there's enough exploration that could be going on in the Dark Continent that could last, 500,000 chapters. But will he go into outer space? Will he go into different dimension? Will he go into new crazy stuff? I wonder. I'm really excited to see. The last thing I wanted to talk about, which I think is fairly important, new abilities. We saw Ren and Zen and Nen introduced during the Battle Tower arc, and to me, I thought it was a lot to take in, and I was a little like, whoa. I want to see if Togashi will implement even newer ideas, new abilities, new maybe defensive abilities, maybe some sort of combination of former abilities. Anyway, that's gonna be my Hunter x Hunter 350 chapter predictions. What I want to see from the series, what I think will come out of the series, what I like about Hunter x Hunter. I'm peacing out, guys, and make sure you read Hunter x Hunter, guys. Make sure you read Hunter x Hunter 350, 351, 352. Make sure you read the whole series. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna make out of here faster than Killua could assassinate me for predicting the chapter wrong. All right, guys. And don't forget to subscribe.